Hey folks, how's it going today? We're just getting done feeding here Monday morning, September 30th. In this video, we're going to share with you what we ended up doing to replace the Supreme 900 mixer wagon that was hooked to the 7810 the day the 7810 caught on fire and burned. It ended up burning the mixer wagon pretty good. It ruined the scale on it, and it did a couple other things to it. So that's what we want to share with you in this video. So I hope you enjoy it, and we will catch you at the end. Alright folks, we are on our way to pick up a mixer wagon. So as we think, I'm being chauffeured by Tim. We got a 7930 that we're taking into Kaz. We're going to drop that off on the way. And we might have to take wheels off this mixer, so I thought it'd be best if both of us went. He agreed that he would rather drive than ride with me, so I'm getting a chauffeur to take me out there today. So we're gonna head on into Kaz here now. We're just making it up and through Lafayette on Route 20. We're almost to the top of the hill. It ain't gonna make it. I don't know what the hell I was looking at, but it ain't gonna.
No, not a lot of tire on here.
No, it ain't gonna make it. Straight. Now you can bring it this way a little bit. About 18 inches. Almost do it.
Go over the edge, so right?
Yeah. Alright, it is the following morning now. We're getting ready to get this off the trailer. Nate's just going to lift the drawbar up with the... Now he's got it hauled up there. Maybe if he came in, you know what might be better is a chain. Come over the top here and just lift with a chain. Because he's going to hit right there. Alright, we've got that unloaded. Now Tim's loading the excavator. He's going to move that for my father now. And we'll get on with this mixer here a little later on. I'm going to get the chopper ready now. And then we've got to move some stuff around. Yeah, back up a little bit. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so I got to move some stuff around, and then we got to get that other mixer and take some wheels off of it and put on the 1200 that we just bought. So. Alright, this is what we have going on today. Me and Nate are working on the mixer that caught on fire. And the 1200 mixer that I bought used. We're just taking some parts off of this mixer that, well, this was actually hooked to the 7810 that caught on fire here about a month ago, and the insurance company ended up totaling it, and I ended up buying it back from insurance. I only had to pay $400 for it. So we're taking some things off of it right now. This mixer, this used mixer that I bought, had super singles on this one side, and then it had a couple of junk tires on the other side, and I was figuring on switching the tires over to dual wheels anyways. So I've got to take the rims off of this one. I need these 4 rims here. I have 4 rims to use. These are Stud Pilot wheels, which we don't use anymore. They are the studs that it takes a stud and then it's just got the larger hole here. It's a goofier setup than the Hub Pilots that are used today. So we've got to put 8 tires and rims onto it, and we're just taking a few things off of the other one. Looks like that cylinder that's on the front is good, that moves that table back and forth. We're going to take the conveyor chain out of it. Nate's taking the taillight cabinets off of it right now. Those were good, and when we go to rebuilding that mixer there, I'm going to put the taillights on it, and then we're also thinking about cutting a door in the back of this one for when we rebuild this mixer wagon. We're planning on doing that this winter. So like I said, he's just getting these little cabinets off in here, just so that I haven't got to buy this metal shell. And then when we rebuild that mixer, it'll look like our other one. So we've just got some basic things to do here. We'll kind of touch base as we go along. And then I'd like to start using this mixer wagon a little bit here tomorrow morning, and we'll just have to see how things go. The scale I've got to wire into the tractor. That scale had never been wired up that way. It looked like they were maybe just charging the battery up once a week or month or however long. We end up wiring our scale to the tractor, and we don't even shut the scale off. All right, folks, we are all ready to roll. It is just a little bit after 7 o'clock here Thursday night, and we're going to feed cows with that 1200 mixer there in the morning. We ended up taking 4 rims off of the 900 mixer. I had tires. I had 8 tires for the 1200. We had some tires that were on this 900. The outside of the tires got a little smoked. Here's one of them here that was on one side, and then we got the other tire. And I think the only tire that was any good was that one. This one looks to be, well, it's wore out anyway, and it's all split, dry rotted, weather checked, what have you. So we've got a couple more things that I'm going to take off this 900 mixer. I'm going to take that cylinder off. That cylinder seems to be good. However, the one for the door, I don't think that one's going to be any good. The seals might be gone in that. I'd have to hook up to it and try it. We're going to pull the screws out. The walls on this mixer wagon are wore out. We can see in this other side here a little better. You can see right down near the floor, right over there, it was starting to come away. So the walls that were added to this mixer were wore out, and it was going to need another liner. So we're going to feed with this tractor in the morning. Now this mixer has a 2-speed gearbox on it, which we're going to try this out. I'm not sure how I'm going to like that. I might get the parts to take that off in there, put a hanger on there. I think it's going to involve lengthening that shaft out, because this hanger needs to be about here. It's got to be 31 inches from the center hole of the drawbar and whatever there. So we had to hook up a hot wire going from the tractor to there's a battery on the mixer wagon, and then the tractor just trickle charges that battery, and then that's what runs the scale. So you might be wondering, what are we going to use for a tractor on this? Well, we're going to use the 4250. So we don't plan on mixing the larger loads with it. We're going to just mix the smaller batches on it, and we're just going to make sure everything works on it. When we went to go get this mix, took a 7930 to Kaz to have a head gasket done on it, and we ended up having to take an 8320 in too. It has the brakes gone on it. So we eventually are going to probably put the 7200 on this mixer. Now what I have planned to do to this mixer is I plan on putting the rubber extension on the top. This mixer wasn't ordered with it. It's going to need a liner kit. It's going to need a new set of screws, and I also want to possibly put this rear door on the mixer. We didn't have one on the 900, but if we're going to be welding on this one and painting it and everything else, now is the time to do that. Now they had backed into a few things with this mixer, and if we put the door on, that's going to take care of them dents. And then obviously when we paint this mixer, we're going to end up taking care of them scratches that they've got all along the top there. So I used the rims, like I said, off of this 900 mixer, and it's got some baked on feed here from when the 900 caught on fire. We'll have to get this washed up, but it's just mud and stuff like that, all turned into, got kind of black. So we'll have to get the pressure washer after this a little bit here, but that is what it is. So tomorrow I'll end up doing a feeding video on this, and we're just gonna run it the way it is. with the 4250. So I want to thank you for watching, folks, and we will catch you at the next video.